Hi there, welcome back to my short videos on Vista Studies. We are on Chapter 8, Management and Leadership, and today we will be talking about informal leadership. Okay, so before we start, we would want to understand what an informal leader means. But before that, we also want to look at what is a formal leader then. That may be a question in your mind, all right? Now, we have learned so far about managers and leaders who hold formal authorities or powers in the organization, who has the ability to do things, to have power over people, to decide on things because of what they have in their titles, all right? For example, a leader who holds the title of a chief executive officer of an organization, right? Or a senior manager, or a manager for that matter. These are all basically formal leaders because they have the power given in them to carry out their duties to reach the organizational objectives. But there are also informal leaders. Informal leaders, on the other hand, they are also people, all right, but without the formal authority. Okay, people who has the respect of their colleagues, and of course, because of they have having that respect, they have some power over them, all right, to influence them, all right. So we call these people informal leaders because they have the power to, in a way, to attract or to engage and to, get people to do things the way they would like them to, all right, without having titles such as, a head of department or a director or a senior director for that matter. Okay, so what we'll cover in today's short lesson is, do informal leaders have formal authority? All right, and what abilities are needed in an informal leader? Okay, let's look at some of the answers in the next slide. Okay, so an informal leader is normally someone who is well versed in his or her work, a very experienced person, possess good social skills, right? Able to command the attention of the people around him or her without requiring titles or formal authority to do so. So these are people in companies where they are very experienced, they've been working in the company for a very long time, they understand the what's going on in the company from the time they joined the company, right? They understand people in the company. They're able to speak to others in a way that attracts them to listen and allows others to actually believe in whatever they have to say. All right. So these are criterias of a leader, all right, without having formal titles, but having that ability to engage, to socialize, because and to command the attention and to get people to believe them. All right. So this is what an informal leader is. Okay. And examples of an informal leader, if you have heard of the word worker representatives, these are basically people who represent the companies. They are sort of a trade union leader for that matter. Okay, they represent the company in discussions with the management, right, to protect workers' rights. Okay, you will learn more about this in A2 or in your A levels, in the second part of your A levels studies, right? So worker representatives do not have titles with them. They represent the company, the employees, when they discuss or come up with certain negotiations with the company, right? So they are example of informal leaders. Okay, so let's summarize what we have learned today. You have probably understood who informal leaders are in a company, right? And understand the difference between formal and informal leaders. And this is the end of today's class. I hope you're able to pick up a thing or two from today's lessons. Always remember that watching videos, it would help you, but you also need to come prepared most of the time with your own revision, your notebook, your pens, right, to be a little bit more to find videos like this more effective for you. All right, so if you have questions for me, you can send them to teach@savage.com.my. And till I see you again in my next video, thank you so much for your time. Have a great day ahead.